if I die tomorrow. I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
It's Tuesday. I'm sorry if I'm tired.
What up?
What up, everybody?
Tuesday, my dudes.
Tuesday.
I feel like we just need to pull that Vine and like just it's Tuesday, my dudes, as our intro.
Oh,
So just to let everyone know, yes, we do have guests that are coming on. Val and Jorge will be joining us.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
I don't know. It's for some reason this Tuesday just feels sluggish. Feels really
for you.
It feels interesting. It feels interesting for sure.
Okay, so my first drive, I drove up. So for everyone to speed you up, I drove up to New York today, to Warpingers Falls, which was 3 hours. My brother, helped me out with my car, got my tires flipped, because I'm not gonna let you know where he works for, but he helped me out.
Mm-hmm.
And then driving back, I picked up my homie Will. We came down, but because of New York traffic, that drive turned out to be 5 hours.
Man,
No,
3 plus 5. We who could do the math? Oh
that's
man,
rough. Also, like USPS screwed us over. We might as well just had Atlas leave all the goods with Law, and you could have just grabbed
hell yeah, I could have just grabbed it from Law.
Oh, what happened?
It's still stuck in transit. It is in Maryland finally, so we know where it's at.
Oh man.
Wait, why is it in Maryland?
He shipped it from Michigan. I thought he was shipping it from up north when he was up north.
I thought he was too. I thought he did. Oh no! Oh
so we've been in
party foul.
We've been in 3 days of limbo with these things, and they finally got updated that they are in Maryland. So,
gotcha.
Here we go. I don't have anything, but here we go. Flag on the play for that Atlas. Flag on the play.
I mean, he'll be fine. It's fine. Yeah, I wasn't as eventful as you guys. Stream went off kind of without a hitch until Subnautica decided to glitch, crash. I had to redo it, save, and then came back, and I couldn't get into any of my habitats, and I was just like, cool, none of my bases open. Like I pressed A and I couldn't get back in to get tools and materials. Bet I'm playing Hades, and I beat Hades for the second time, got a little bit further. Only 8 more tries till I officially beat that game.
There you go.
That game is
how is Subnautica? I don't know anything about Subnautica.
I hate the ocean. I used to love the ocean. The ocean is fucking terrifying. Let me. Our ocean, we know is terrifying because there's so much of it that's left unexplored. It's that on steroids. It's alien like creatures that should not be that close to you. Like they have the audacity. I have a sea truck now, so I don't really try to leave my sea truck. I'm just like, yo, I'm not just go swimming with like things that could eat me, like swallow me whole. I got far enough in the game just now today where my my PDA said warning, you are entering an area where there is a classified Leviathan sized creature. And I was just like,
nope.
Nah, I'm good. I was never so terrified in that moment because I didn't know how to get back out of where I was. Because I went so far down and in all these caverns and tunnels, I was like, oh my God, what if I can't get back? Terrified.
If you guys want to see Law terrified, tune in on his Twitch channel and watch the terror take place on the Twitch channel. That's where we'll start that with the announcements. So, you guys ready for some announcements?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some announcements?
This is not an after school special.
This is it might as well be.
We're not doing the Nick Jr. Are you ready, kids?
Look at me, fresh. Yeah, I did it. There we go. It is there.
Way too early for that shit, man.
You know? That's
Stop putting me in the corner.
Listen,
you listen to yourself.
Listen
to yourself, bro.
I don't need no kid sound effects when I have 2 kids. Okay, please stop.
Right.
This is our rotation for him all day, every day for him.
Please,
give him some sanctuary.
Just because they're in school for 8 hours a day doesn't mean I don't hear it. Although we are we're watching the Harry Potter movies now, so that's weird.
There we go.
Yeah,
they get darker as they get older. Oh, Harry,
they do.
So
Cedric's about to die tomorrow.
Oh. Cedric Diggory.
Oh my god!
What's that? That's the sparkling one, right?
I love.
Yeah.
But that's like
He
the
died
we all
and
know.
getting
It's
resurrected as Batman.
Like, oh my god!
Go on with your announcements, friend.
Okay, let's go. So first of all, here are some announcements for you guys. So the last weekend of December and the first weekend of January, there will be no live nerds. So nerds, yeah, we're gonna be taking our break. We need our break. We need our holiday break, but we will have some content for you guys that we will be airing on our Tuesday slot. Second
We are
is
binging all of The Witcher season 2 between this Friday the 17th and Monday the 20th. We will binge all of season 2 so that on the 21st we can come in hot.
Yep.
And we're not talking about Henry Cavill. We were talking about The Witcher 2.
we may do a double special. We may do a triple special. We may do a special. So we you know, we want to end the year hot. Second,
Spider-Man, we gotta hopefully, fingers crossed, if we can all get tickets and all get our things done.
Live in the sticks, bro. Ain't a problem. I'll look right now.
wait. We're taking Bear to go see it, right? Yeah, it's gonna be a guy. It's gonna be a guy. Yep.
Problem. Bet. You man said bet.
I'm dead ass looking right now.
There you go. That's
And-
multitasking.
Oh, and we'll talk about, and we'll definitely talk about.
Listen, we're gonna try to squeeze it all in. We're definitely gonna squeeze it all in. We got some definitely good announcements that will be coming in for the year as well for you guys. But also too coming on nerds. Make sure you guys are checking out the Medusa's Cascade every Saturday. Shit is going down. Shit went down. Shit is still going down. 50+ episodes of D&D podcasts that you guys need to be listening to. And for the record, yes, I am posting the art on my page on Sebastian Bonet Art on Instagram to showcase some of the character concepts. We've already had Galahad and Zex posted. We've had so you will see more. Also,
you posted at least half of the party so far. You got, like you had Argyle, you had Shelly, if I'm not mistaken. Hey,
anyone's
hi guys.
I are available
guys can
in
hear
the
me?
sticks.
We can hear you.
Okay, good.
We're
some technical difficulties.
It's all good. We're gonna call this Difficult Tuesday because it's
we're stalling for time. No worries.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I'm recovering off of a 5+ hour drive. So.
Why?
Because I got to get the car. I had to get the car fixed.
New York traffic apparently did him dirty.
It always does me dirty. That and
that's
I'll go on record.
They don't love you no more.
I will go on record and say that the roads in the Bronx are like third world country because we need to fix the roads in the Bronx, bro. I can say that because I lived in the Bronx.
The potholes.
Yeah, it's bad.
No, I lost track of time. I was hooked. So I just finished. You guys know what diamond paint kits? Okay, so like there's these like little jewels that you put together like a paint by color thing.
Okay.
But I did so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you guys. I don't know if
you wait. Let's enlarge that screen of yours. My mouse all done.
Just finished them and framed them and put them up. Do you see them?
Ooh.
Those are really nice.
I'm so hyped. I got excited because I finally finished, but it was time consuming and very tedious. So I'm like, oh shit, the time when I saw my phone. Like,
no, but you're lucky you made it in time because George is gonna come late, so we all get to pick on him now. So you're not the late one.
I'm in their show right now. I'm about to start talking wild shit in the chat.
Yo.
And that's our love for Catch the Craze.
So can we just do that? Can we share our screen to show us watching their stream?
That would be really
one
funny.
of those days.
It's
like, yo, why are you there? You're supposed to be guest on our show right now. What's happening?
So Val, how have you been? It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
I've been so I started this new job. It's funny.
Yo. Oh,
I can't wait for Slam and Joy. So just so everyone knows, we're showing the Catch the Craze on the split screen right now because George is supposed to be on. And yeah, we're just stalling for time right now because we are going to get into Hawkeye. I think there's just a lot of fun stuff we want to talk about.
Excited.
But we've all missed each other. It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute, man.
And congratulations on the new job, Val. Yes,
thanks. It's been a bit busy, to say the least. But so far, I guess so good. I guess it's going. That's not the best introduction of it, but it's going. Okay.
Also, too, with announcements, so make sure you guys are also checking out Law's Switch channel because, again, as we were talking earlier, if you want to see Law scared and playing games, go right ahead.
It's not all scares all the time. Like, don't give them the false hope that I'm playing scares all the time. It just happens that most of the games I've played lately have been like nope inducing and cursed. Like Detroit Become Human by no means is not a horror game, but there are horror moments in that game that I was just like,
no,
what am I playing right now? Like, why are we doing this? Yo, I'll show y'all the clip later. Like, there was literally a point that felt like this is sketchy. I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I died. Oh my god. It was I literally told Chad, I was like, yo, we starting this whole thing all over. We're going back. We're trying this again.
Run it back.
Yep, absolutely.
So today's episode is brought to you by not driving too long because yes, I am tired. Who's okay?
Today?
Here we go.
Papa. All right,
there we go. Tona's hosting today.
I don't even have. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing it live.
All right, let's go.
All right, people. We are. We were supposed to be waiting for George.
George will join us. George will join us when he comes in.
For time, but they actually just finished their interview. They should be getting off the air soon, so that George can boogie on his way over here. He got to get into his closet. He's got to get his internet connection. He's got to get his Burger King, and then he'll be good to go, and he can jump on and chat with us. So, without further ado, we are talking episode 3 of the Disney Plus show Hawkeye. Spoilers abound. Tony Stark has died. I'm gonna say it was fucking Vincent D'Onofrio's voice and hand on that girl's cheek. I don't care what you tell me. That's what it is.
What's up, Jordan?
What's up? We're also hearing that the man himself, Kevin Feige, has confirmed that Charlie Cox will be Daredevil. So it all makes sense. It's all coming together. Let's talk about this episode. This episode was literally ripped from the comic Hawkeye. I know that is a divisive topic amongst all of us comic book and show fans. I think that's something we should definitely talk about either tonight or as the culmination of the series. But yeah, let's get to it. What did everyone think about this episode? Let's go.
Jarrell, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Jarrell?
Hit me. What you think? What's going on?
Well, I actually binged the 3 episodes back to back this past weekend because I didn't catch it last week. I'm loving it so far. I really love this girl from Bumblebee, so I'm with it.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, I did not read the Hawkeye comics. Hawkeye is not one of my favorite characters.
You don't gotta read it. It's on the fucking screen, man.
They're really pulling
really?
a lot of the beats from that run.
I don't know this Echo character. I don't even know who she is, and so far, I'm really excited where it's going. So far, it's good. It's good. It's surprisingly very good.
I don't know if we all was the bar low for us with this because Marvel really hasn't missed.
Well, I think they all give a little bit something. I think that for me, because I'm more of an X-Men fanatic with the comic books. However, Avengers took over in the movies. Hey, George.
What's up?
Yeah, I just don't. Hawkeye has never been one of my go-to guys, so I wasn't really too excited about it. I was glad to add to this storyline, but I'm really happy where it's going.
Yeah. To you, George. So we're pretty much like we just started. We just got over the spoiler. The spoiler.
Made it.
Listen, it happens.
Spoiler warning. George missed the spoiler warning.
So the question to you is, how are you feeling with this episode and the series so far?
Bro, I love it, man. I dare to say it may be one of my favorite ones so far. I just think the chemistry between Hawkeye and Kate, incredible, dude. Like I was telling Sebastian, I got like a geek crush on Kate, bro. I'm loving Kate right now. But yeah, no, I do. I enjoyed it. Episode 3, I love the way they started with the little background story of Echo, and then they brought us into like the present. So now we understand where she's coming from. I don't know how accurate that is. It probably isn't from the comics, you know what I mean? But it works for this, and
it's fairly accurate with her father being killed. They switched it up. It being Daredevil versus it being Hawkeye, right. Or the Ronin.
So her father was killed by Daredevil in the comics?
Well, he's killed. Her father is actually killed by Wilson Fisk, but he puts it onto Daredevil. And then she learns about that, and then she
becomes his adopted daughter for a bit.
So that's the lie he gives her. So
as
now,
opposed to he's the uncle now.
Yeah.
So does she? Now I've got to go back because did she actually see Ronan kill him, or did she just see Ronan there?
You see Ronan, but what we don't know is that we see the Ronan costume. We don't know if it's Hawkeye, and I don't think it is. I think it's gonna be someone who's dressed as Ronan.
He didn't have the suit.
Because the suit's gone from the beginning of Endgame in the rain season to where it's in the auction. So there's a amount of time. So I'm not sure. Like we know there's history between Hawkeye and the gang.
I thought we were assuming that it took place during his time as Ronan. Like this was when he was still. Because
no one said.
They didn't specify.
Yeah, they didn't specify time frame.
Really? Because the way like Clint has played it, he played it almost like he didn't say that it was him, but he owns a lot of like what happened as Ronan. So he's not really like denying it. You know what I mean? So I was given the impression that it was him.
I think he has.
Has he tied her to that? I mean, he has history to the gang, but has he tied her to her father to identify it yet?
I don't think so.
That could be. So. He could be owning up to what he knows he did that was wrong, but I don't think he knows who her father is directly, and could be why he hasn't really. Wait a minute. That one wasn't me.
There's also that 5-year blip, right? Also that 5-year blip.
Yeah,
we don't. You know what I mean? I don't know how that affects.
Well, the 5-year blip is when he did the whole Ronan in the MCU. That's his. So, the thing is also. How much younger was this girl? I don't know. The timing is a little bit off.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because they haven't given us any sort of definitive time. Because then if they did give us timing, everyone would be figuring it out, when it would happen. So I think they'll give us the timing soon, and then that's when they'll. But if they're gonna be playing off the comic and how they're working with Echo, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kazi is the one who dressed up as Ronan and killed him. Because there is history.
That would be a nice twist.
With it. So that's what I think. I don't. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, and Echo's gonna be here further because she's getting her own show.
She's getting her own show, right?
Yeah.
But I am definitely enjoying it, man. I think they're doing a really good job with it.
Also, fun fact about the younger Echo or the younger version of Echo, that's actually her little cousin.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. That was actually her little cousin, and
really.
Yeah, and then in the comics, we know that Echo doesn't have her leg missing, but the actress who is playing Echo does. But they added that into the backstory and for Echo. So like having Echo already as like a deaf, character played by a deaf actress was amazing. And then now having it be introduced, I was like, all right, I love it. Go ahead, Marvel.
And Native American.
And Native American, true to Native,
true casting for the character. So
Echo is the taskmaster we all deserve.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think we're still gonna get a little bit more Taskmaster. We may. Who knows?
I hope an actual Taskmaster, not what we got in Black Widow.
Right.
Yeah. No, V's all about that. Yo, let's get it right here. Let's get it right.
They had to figure it out too, because like essentially like they have the same like sort of ability, but hers is a little more latent, and her Echo's is more latent. Like she can just do it.
I think she becomes Ronan later, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does pick up the mantle of Ronan.
Mantle of Ronan.
Yeah, but I think Clint actually trains her for a little bit, or they have some sort of like working something or other. I think it's her and Clint or her and Daredevil. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wiki right now because I'm not familiar with her character.
Yeah, she's one of the newer like Marvel characters that came out in the most recent years. I think she started in the Daredevil comics. Definitely ties with Wilson Fisk with the story and everything. But no, I like the fact that with Echo again, that the cast learned ASL, American Sign Language, to talk with her to make her feel comfortable on set and all that. And I think that speaks a lot about the people, about everyone on that cast, which I thought was pretty awesome. And yes, the scene, was it Reels Review brought up the scene with Kate translating to Hawkeye S1. I mean, we learned a lot about Hawkeye in this episode too, which I thought was phenomenal. And it just, I don't know, this episode had a lot in
I'm
it.
not
It had
deaf,
action.
just hard of hearing.
Yeah. But if you notice this episode, I mean, it's been a. I was talking earlier to a friend and we were trying to compare the Marvel shows and how this one, like how all the shows have a different feeling. This feels like Marvel's Die Hard mixed with action and everything, Christmas and all that, because it has the comedy, it pulls the heartstrings. So it's just, I don't know, it's just a phenomenal just story that they're telling right here.
It's a family show,
humanizing Clint drastically.
Big time.
Yeah.
And you see the effects of his role after everything, like where he's trying to balance his life with everything that's happened, and it's definitely has humanized him. And then more so, like you saw a little bit of that in Falcon in their own personal journey, but this one is more where people can relate more, like the treatment he gets outside, how he's dealing with Nat, and this show, that Broadway show that was he was freaking out on.
The fact that he's losing his hearing from all of the just the noise and all of the explosions, like it's almost like that actually would happen because he's not superhuman. He's not a superhero. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he knows what he's doing as far as those scenes where he's shooting the arrows off the hook, like when he jumps into that ball, into that thing of balls, but he throws he shoots that arrow and goes through Cassie's ear, and then it it releases. I'm like, the way they're shooting some of this stuff is like, I want to take up archery. Like I'm ready to go out there and just start doing some of that.
Who here has done archery?
Never.
I failed.
I wish.
I want.
Yo, we gotta go. It's so much fun.
I want to do that. I got to
I
toss
would love to do
axes.
it. I want to do that too.
I've done that. Now.
I've thrown a javelin. I did javelin in high school. That was
What? Get out of here.
Yeah, there's a whole thing to it too. It's all in the hips. It's on the hips.
Okay. All right, Tone. I hear you.
Yeah. No, man. I mean, I agree, and it's also talking about the fact that it's humanizing Hawkeye. We don't really get much about him. Like it always felt the Avengers, and when he was always just felt it was a job.
Right.
There was no other ulterior motive. It was literally a job. It was a paycheck to take care of his family because his family was number one, where all of the other Avengers had some skin in the game, had something that they were trying to accomplish, some goal. And he's like, I'm the dude. I'm the dude in the crow's nest. I'm watching more Mjolnir. I'm the guy who works with Natalie. I'm doing so we finally get what makes him tick. And at the end of the day, he just wants to fucking retire. Wants to retire and be with his family.
He has the farm already. He's like, I'm set.
Listen. I bet Shield had a really solid pension, and then Hydra fucked it up. and like they really got to figure it out. He's got to figure that part out. Like his whole pension plan got screwed, man. Like
my man just wants to make gingerbread cookies and watch movies, watch Christmas movies with his family. That's all he wants to do.
That's all he wants to do, and he's stuck. He's stuck in
his moral compass. It cannot. It's like it changes things. He's just he knows there's certain things he just can't let fly, and I think that's a good testament on his character. And the way they're letting it grow and the insight in the MCU that they're giving us is just it's working so far, and I'm happy with it.
So I want to ask, so you mentioned, because I know you mentioned all the way that, or you guys mentioned that the way that they were shooting these scenes. How did you guys feel about how that car chase scene was filmed?
Off the hook.
With her trying the arrows? Is that
trying the arrows and
whole
just
thing? It was like shot in one take. It was so good.
Yeah, it was so good.
I also love the editing that they're doing, because you're also seeing it from Clint's perspective, where he's just like, blah, 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 like whatever. He can't. He's like, he can't hear nothing.
Dude, that is so good. Yes.
And then the part in the train after, and he's saying exactly what she just said. I loved that.
I'm waiting for, because I don't know if they've done it enough yet, but I'm waiting for the eventuality, because in the comics, Clint starts just to read lips. So I know, like, there's a part where Deadpool, his hearing aid isn't working, and Deadpool realizes, oh shit, he can't understand me, he can't hear me. So Deadpool pulls up his mask and starts talking to him so he can understand him. I'm hoping that happens at some point, and it looked like it was happening for very brief moments where he was looking at Kate and he was like, no, this or whatever, and like trying to argue with her, but then other points he would like turn away and be like, oh, fuck it, I'm just doing whatever.
I love that scene on the bridge when he's like, I want you to aim up, shoot up. And she's talking to him, and he's like, I don't know what you're telling me right now, but I'm gonna assume you're on board. Like, the way they just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something you would say. Like, I don't know. Even when he's like trying to, start the car, he's like, I need you to drive because I can't hear. And she's like, he's like, come here. I can't hear you. Come here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they made it look so. I was like, yo, word, he can't hear her. Like, how are they gonna pull this shit off? And then that scene opens up with her coming out. What kind of arrows am I going to use? He's like, nope, not using that one. She's like, well, what do you mean we're not using that?
There's something more dangerous than that one.
Yeah, there's something more. There's four more dangerous than this one. Like,
that was great.
But it all came back to plunger arrow.
Yo, so the car.
She's like, I get it now.
Just remind me of film extraction was.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of those like continuous scenes, and I think it started with it was a movie where they filmed it in all first person. I forget the name of it. Action something where it's like you're starting to get more of those continuous scenes and all that.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
You're talking about
that one bombed.
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry bombed.
Yeah.
Yes,
but the sequences that they filmed were awesome. It's just the movie bombed itself because there was no story. It was all for the camera work.
It was hard to watch too,
Yeah.
because for a lot of it, if you're not used to watching or like experiencing first person, to experience that as a constant for the movie, it was hard to watch, and then there was no story. So it was like,
Yeah, Jarrell's right.
Remember the Doom movie did that too.
Yeah.
Even
Jarrell's
said,
right too.
Daredevil scenes, but before that, it was what the Raid. The Raid did it first.
The Raid did it, and
you mean
Old
single
Boy.
takes?
Yeah, single takes.
Game of Thrones has a single take.
Yep.
Watchers on the Wall when the wildlings attack the wall and you get that 360 shot of everything happening. That's an entire single take. I actually saw that shit in IMAX. It was amazing. Back when it was good. Anyway, let's continue.
It was also Umbach and the Protector also did that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's walking up the stairway, and it's a whole continuous take of a whole fight scene going up the stairway, and him just taking out people. And I was like, "Oh, this is dope." That's Ongbak.
Yeah, but it was just something else. Like, it really felt like you were in the car with them,
right,
and just going for the ride, and just kind of in the back seat watching Hawkeye and Kate Bishop just go back and forth.
Yes. And the music that they put, with it. You know what I mean?
It was
like,
so good.
Oh
yeah,
man,
it was. Yeah. I mean, I get like they ripped it from the comic book panel, but it was just I didn't read the comic, and I'm sure folks who did, and like when you see that like translated onto screen so perfectly, and the little nods, even like I think it was I forgot what car he called
the Challenger.
The Challenger, because that's what he's driving in the comic.
Yes,
he drives the Challenger in that comic run.
She's driving it.
Yes,
he's actually at the window shooting the arrow, so they flip it in the story. And I just read the comic, so it's fresh in my mind. And honestly, I think that usually I'm like, oh no, the comic did it better. I think the show is doing it better than the comic did. For me, I literally just read. I think that while the comic book is good and it's comical and all that stuff, I just don't think it's as realistic as what they're doing with the show. Like, I'm really getting to know who this Clint, maybe it's who this Clint is. Yeah. And who this Kate is. He calls her Katie in the comic. That's something that he doesn't do here. He's just like, he calls her like a 9-year-old, whatever. He says all those things, but he's really there to teach. And he doesn't even know he's teaching her. And she wants to learn so much from him. She's like, yo, you're the best. I'm known as the best archer in the world, kind of thing. Like, she's very cocky, but at the same time, she still holds him up here. Like, I want to be you. Like, I want to be just like you. Where like in the comic, they're more equal.
Well, piggybacking off of that, how do you guys feel when he said, "I'm not a role model"? Like, that whole conversation was like, it speaks to him like, he doesn't put himself in the same frame as Cap and Thor and Tony. Like, he's like, yo, I'm just a guy. I'm nobody's role model, and he knows that he has a bloody ledger, just like Nat did.
I think that's what it is.
So he's like, like, I'm not the dude, but he is. Like, for Kate, he's the guy. Sure, right. And I think for us as the audience, he's the closest that we get to like a human experience from the Avengers.
And I'm starting to realize how important he really was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I took him for granted during those movies. And it's like what you were saying, Tone. They really didn't give him, he's just the guy that's in there to do a work. Now I'm like, holy cow, this guy really was. He gave what's her name? The Scarlet Witch that pep talk that got her out there to fight. Like he was the one in there saying, I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm out here with a freaking bow and an arrow, like trying to fight
robots.
Yeah, fighting robots. Like I'm going out there. You do what you got to do, but I got to go out there and do what I got to do. And it's like that's who he is, and we're getting more of that in this show, which I'm loving. I'm all for that.
Val, you tagged in.
I'm tagged in.
Yeah,
no, I was just agreeing.
He's volunteering you to speak.
You're volunteering me to speak.
Okay, that just came out of nowhere. It was like Val. Okay, no, I'm just agreeing because he's absolutely right. It definitely gives us a different aspect entirely that we didn't see in the movies. He doesn't. Him feeling himself as a regular person, I don't think, because Tony is very flamboyant, obnoxious. He's very full of himself. He knows he got money. He knows he's the guy, right? And then you got Clint, who's always played the behind the scenes with Nat, especially. And it's just like, I think he's also, his focus is different, especially after Nat passed. It's just like, there are more important things to him at this point. And I think he carries a lot of that burden because or maybe feels responsible for it.
Yeah. I think he feels like he saved her. She saved him too. Like she saved him, you know what I mean? Like that night in that rain.
Yeah.
She saved
each other several times though.
Right. And I think that's the guilt that he feels. Like she killed herself for him. She saved him twice almost, right? Like when he was Ronin, she said, come home, you're done with this. And then in Vormir, when she jumps off and he's the one that like all that, imagine all that guilt.
Your family.
That's crazy, dude.
That just that gave me goosebumps just now because you feel that, right?
Think about that, like how where he is right now with that, and all he wants to do is be back with his family. But here is like Anibal was saying, the tracksuit mafia, the bros, those guys have not for nothing. I don't know if we're gonna talk about this, but that scene with the guy with the Imagine Dragons, that was so freaking awesome. It was great.
The whole tracksuit mafia is great. The use of bro. bro, and then the fucking truck and a bro and trust the bro moving or whatever.
I also love that you from like off the jump you think it's like a Russian gang. It's like no, you got a bunch of guys.
There's a Spanish dude in there, bro.
You're like, is he?
Listen, if that doesn't speak New York, I don't know what does, man. Like,
I love it. I love it. So let's ask the beefy question in the room here. How many of you? The beefy question.
Calm down, Val. Calm down.
Listen, I've been driving all day.
This isn't your Instagram, Val. Let's relax now.
I think you broke Val's cap.
Yo.
Oh, my camera. Sorry, guys.
No, my camera.
It's all good.
Broke
the camera, bro. You broke the camera,
bro. So no, how many of you?
This is not your Instagram. You're right. It's not. Okay.
Oh God.
My mind.
How many? Mine is telling you no. All right. How many of you guys thought I know or want to say was that Vince D'Onofrio, the kingpin, who put his hand on who is uncle?
If they don't bring him,
if it's not him, it doesn't make sense who else it could be.
Time out. Like we know it's Kingpin.
We're gonna try to
gotta be Kingpin.
Reasonably deny that it's him.
It's 100% Kingpin because of
whether or not it's Vincent. I mean, who else would fill the role?
I know it's Vincent. That's his voice.
It's Vince. I heard.
I'm telling y'all right now. The way that I heard, the way that I knew it was Blade, I was like, "That's Kingpin."
Right.
Yeah, I heard. You heard.
Marvel done did it to us again.
Oh Jesus, Aurelius, come on now. What is this?
Aurelius.
It's Mephisto. I'm with her. It's definitely Mephisto.
Yeah, I think when Feige confirmed that Charlie Cox is coming, it's definitely
the fact that they're bringing in Netflix MCU into the MCU is going to be really dope. So
I still think Daredevil's going to come up in Spider-Man, and we're getting Kingpin now for Hawkeye.
Matt Murdock will come up in Spider-Man.
Speaking of the Netflix MCU, though, are they just bringing the actors in and they're just going to build them and roll them into the story?
I hope so.
I think
I would hope so. I think they're gonna make, if they're bringing Charlie Cox in, his storyline has to be canon.
Right.
It would only make sense. They can't just, they can recast some of them, but I think what we've seen in their stories would make it canon.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost George.
Lost George.
Yep.
I was gonna say
we're talking about Feige again.
Kevin
They
Feige.
cut him off.
He gets plug pulled.
Kevin Feige, yeah.
He's back.
He talks about Feige, he gets it
It
plugged.
seems to always happen, right? Every time he talks about Disney.
There we go. There we go.
Disney doesn't like you talking about them, George.
Feige
Bro,
is
every time.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead, guys.
No, I was gonna say, Kevin Feige, he did say that he would bring in all those actors who played on the Netflix series. He said the only two he would recast was Luke Cage and Iron Fist. And I think we had this conversation. I think me and you, Tone, or me and you, Law, had this conversation.
No,
where
we
Luke Cage,
definitely talked about it. But to your point, the beefy question, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, Cheyenne?
No, it's 100% Vincent D'Onofrio. Like I don't like I watched that fucking scene, and I'm like, oh yes, it's Vincent. Like I don't need. I heard the words. You see his fat white man fingers.
Yes.
Yo, that's Gomer Pyle, son.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yes. Yeah, the big stomping, like his feet,
dude,
boom, 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 coming out. I was like,
D'Onofrio, yo, he's
that
ready
is
to.
So
There's a crack some bro's head into a fucking door, bro.
Did you guys hear? Oh my god, I hate you. Stop it. But did you guys hear? So someone put out there, and I think Kevin Feige himself said like they wanted to do a more comic accurate Kingpin or something like that. So they were gonna put him in a bigger suit. And I was like, that's so unnecessary.
No, I don't need that big.
I don't need all that.
The football shape, I don't need it.
Can we talk about?
Is he gonna get the purple ascot then? Because then I need that.
I'll take that. But like giving me the whole bigger suit, like Vincent D'Onofrio is not a small dude by any means. And
no. They want Kingpin.
When he played Kingpin
from Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse, where he's the size of a wall.
Nah. Don't need it.
Did you guys see the teaser for Spider-Verse? Oh
yes,
my!
We did.
Oh, can we talk about that after?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was like,
dude, we've been seeing everything.
Oh my god!
I can't wait. Anyway,
I was on the bus looking hype.
Bring it up. Yes, please.
Looking like Gru on midgets. Yes, he definitely looked like an oversized Gru. Yes. That is funny.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need the Spider-Man animated show Kingpin. I don't need that. I like Vincent D'Onofrio's style, the way they did it, the emphasis of the cufflinks. That's
the way he played the character worked. My only pet peeve, I should say, about him was the voice he throughout it, how he tried to make it more raspier than his normal tone. That annoyed me. It was a little pet peeve. It was like, just speak normal. You can do it just fine. You don't have to do this extra.
He's got a good voice, yeah.
It reminded me too much of his MIB character, like the Roach thing. It was It was like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
You forget that he was the Roach?
Yeah, I did too.
It was like too throaty. It was too throaty. That's my only pet peeve.
With sugar. I need more sugar.
More sugar.
So, I mean, this episode, it's been again going back to it. I want to go back to the whole thing with showing his human side of Hawkeye. Again, that scene with him talking to his son and then Kate just tell him everything. That kind of broke me a little bit. Just seeing that, you could feel the sadness. And again, Renner does a great job with this character. I want him to retire as just retire the character. Just let him go off into the sunset, man.
I think bringing in Katie was going to eventually turn to that when they're focusing more on the young Avengers. We may see like appearances going forward with the older group, but
gotta get these rookie deals in, man. Get them for cheap.
I know. Yeah, word.
Get the youngins in because right now they don't cost as much to cast.
No,
exactly.
No.
So they said episode 4 or 5 is going to break the internet.
It's always episode 4.
It's always episode.
We've said it since they dropped WandaVision. It's always episode 4.
Episode 4 blows your mind every single time.
Are we getting Yelena? Is that when she's showing up?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they said. What do you guys speculate?
She's in a couple episodes too. She's not just in one.
She's casted for 4 episodes, and there's only 6. So
really?
She should have appeared in the 3rd, or at least she was casted for 3rd. And no, I don't know. Are we getting a second?
No. She's in it. She's in. I think she's probably gonna be in the rest of it because she's in a. They have to go through the arc of her trying to kill him. Then being like, oh, wait, no, we see eye to eye. Oh, then they were cool. And now me and Katie are best friends. Like, we need to go through that whole process.
Yeah.
Like, you think she would probably teach Katie what he learned from Nat? Kind of like they would be the new Nat.
Yeah. Well, she wants to kill him, right? Because she thinks.
Yeah, so they have.
She's got to kill him.
She's going to hunt him down.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think that's going to stick very long, though.
Yeah, I would say an episode. Like, I wouldn't, like, it's probably.
I don't think more than 2 episodes they would hold that.
Do you think that she would have the gall to go to Clint's family first?
You mess with her family. Ooh. Why wouldn't she?
Wait, so let me ask you guys a question.
Not even go to him first.
But when did Black Widow happen? Did this happen?
This happened just before Infinity War.
Yeah.
Right after Civil War.
Right after Civil War, they break out Falcon out of jail. She picks up Steve and she brings us Hawk. They take him, and that was in between there.
So, Law, you said that she was casted for 4 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could she have been the person inside that Ronin costume that she saw kill everybody? Could she have been Ronin for a little bit in that time? If she's casted in 4 episodes, could she have been in that? I don't know.
We don't have that time frame.
Yeah, I know.
The
that's
thing
the problem.
is, they cast the little girl, so the little girl puts already it's a few years back.
Yeah.
No. She wasn't a little girl when her father died.
No, she was already.
When Echo's father
she was a little girl.
Okay.
She was an adult.
She was an adult.
So we don't know the time frame.
This is probably recent.
Unless,
Freaking Marvel.
Yeah, because the way they talk about her father and
that's a very good theory.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So I don't know.
Damn.
I'm thinking
because she could be doing that to get Hawkeye out of
right.
Michelle doesn't think that she was Ronin.
No.
I haven't even heard.
She may not be, but it's a good idea.
Because I don't think it's definitely not Hawkeye. Like I will.
I don't think
put a
it's
line
him
in the
either.
sand and say it's not Hawkeye.
Okay.
I don't think it's him either. I really don't.
Honestly, I don't think he has correlated who her father is, and that's why there's no communication.
Clint was the Ronin in the outfit. It happened during his Ronin escapades before Endgame, from what I understand. That's where I was going with.
That's what they're alluding to.
That's what they're alluding to. But we could be surprised with something different.
So first off, I want to thank Rick for joining us. First of all, I want to thank Rick for joining us from Comics Cast because it's 3 a.m. in his time where he's at over there. Thank you for joining us. So catch Rick on Comics Cast.
Oh well, why is he talking to us? He should be watching a new episode. Did that shit drop yet?
So no,
it's 3 a.m. our time.
We actually have a theory. We think that because again the suit was stolen from the compound. And it ended up in the auction. It could possibly be someone else was utilizing the suit at the time.
Especially since they didn't determine an actual time frame of when that happened.
Yeah, they haven't yet.
Yeah. And Tone, you were saying that according to the comics, the Kingpin leads her to believe that he was killed in order for, you know what I mean? Like he ends up killing her or whatever. If he puts a hit on the father, you know what I mean?
Puts it on Daredevil, and then he tells her it's Daredevil, and he puts her all through the best schools and all this other training for her to essentially fight him.
Daredevil.
And then she finds out it wasn't Daredevil and it was Kingpin. So I think they're just flipping it because they can't have Charlie Cox yet.
Correct.
And to be like, it was Hawkeye or it was Ronin. She's going to find out who Ronin is.
It's very possible that they'll flip it and it wasn't Hawkeye at all.
Right.
But right now we're led to believe that
because we only got from the last. If they're gonna recanonize all of the Netflix shows for the most part, it can very well be someone we haven't talked about.
Elektra.
Right.
Yeah. Wait. What was that question again?
Bullseye.
We have Reel's question about the watch, but then we have Rick's, which is coming back to the suit. And let me see. We're all in agreement about the criminal gangs, and that he definitely has had history with the tracksuits. It's really, did he murder the leader, like or her
Right.
father. Like I think
Right.
that's the only spot that we're missing in the
He
time.
was definitely there fucking people up. I mean,
yeah. I know he was definitely
You know,
he definitely fucked up the taxes.
Fucking people
right.
up.
Yeah.
There's no question there. It's more of where is Ronan in that time.
And if it was even Ronan at that point in time.
Yeah.
Also, too.
Well, Clint anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to the watch, I think we're gonna probably get more significance of the watch in the fourth episode. I feel that might be something that's tying more to the mother storyline.
I think
Because
so,
there's
a lot with the mother.
There's a lot,
we don't know.
yeah.
Madam
I
Mask,
don't
maybe?
trust her at all.
In the comics, George, you pointed out she worked with Madame Mask in the comics. We don't know if she's working directly with the Kingpin, and if like we said, we believe Kingpin is coming. He's coming. But the watch.
The uncle getting killed by the boyfriend. All of that has to tie into that. Has to.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he killed him. I think she had something to do with that.
Yeah. Because the boyfriend becomes swordsman and that's who he was in the comics. He was a guy who's either the Avengers villain or on the Avengers team. But I believe that we're gonna get that significant of the watch probably the fourth episode. It's going to tie in because who hired the Tracksuit Mafia to go grab it and rob that place for specifically that watch and all that.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they're going to change Kingpin around as far as from what we saw on Netflix, because in Netflix he looked like a very sentimental guy. He was into that kind of stuff. If he hired them to go get that watch for sentimental reasons or whatever, it may be that. But I don't know that they're going to keep that Kingpin in the show, that kind of Kingpin. I think they're changing, and I don't think they're keeping that as canon, right? From what I understand, I think Feige confirmed that it's going to be the same kind of character.
That's the thing. I don't know what they're gonna I think the regular
are they gonna treat this like Knights of the Old Republic and just pull what they can and keep some of the old lore kind of thing.
Well, the thing with the Netflix shows, they can always still pull them in only because because in the original, when they originally started, they did mention a lot of stuff regarding the MCU. Yes, it's Mephisto time. We're gonna have we're not. Listen, I've learned not to bet that Mephisto is the villain.
I have my cursor hovering over remove on Seabass's face. All right, we are not going down a rabbit hole of Mephisto. All right,
not yet. Anyway, that's
wait till Multiverse of Madness, please.
Right.
Oh my god.
I think we'll see it sooner than that.
Spider-Man? Who's not going to be in Spider-Man?
Word.
Right.
Uncle Ben's coming back. All right. That's
Doctor Strange in Spider-Man could be completely Mephisto.
Exactly, Rick.
Yeah,
it's true.
Exactly, Rick. Because
they don't have to talk about it. They don't have to bring it up. We all assume because we've watched the shows.
Yeah, exactly.
All the stuff that's happened, and they're just not going to talk
about
it.
And also, too, they're street level heroes. So a lot of the times, a lot of the street level stuff never really came to light or affected a lot of the main stuff in the comics. So there was always a lot of street level stuff that just they were their own thing, and the only time we saw them really affect anything is when for example Kingpin stepped into Captain America's turf and oh fuck, now I gotta deal with Captain America now. But they could easily write those in.
That you're responding to, because I didn't read that.
Rick's was Netflix Daredevil happened a long time ago, and the timeline was sophisticated. Easy have gotten more cold during the time. We have not seen him around. Yep.
Yeah.
And again, I totally agree with that statement.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Spider-Man now coming too. So what do you guys speculate is going to happen with Spider-Man?
A whole lot. I'm so excited.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
So we have confirmation. We have
Otto,
Green Goblin,
Doc Ock, Electro, Lizard, Sandman.
And,
Venom also.
Venom also.
I think so. Remember the cut end scene of Venom. He got transitioned over.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, the cut end scene of the second Venom is they show Tom Holland.
They show Tom Holland on his TV screen.
This movie is supposed to start exactly when the last one ended, that Mysterio reveals to the world that Spider-Man is Peter. And that exact moment,
Interesting.
Venom is transferred into his universe, and he's watching that on television. So he's like, now he has to go to New York, kind of thing. So if it works that way, I think we may see Venom also help them out.
But
help the Spider-Mans out, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got 5 villains. You can't just have one Spider-Man.
But that means we need the 6. Who's going to be the 6? Is it going to be Vulture, who we know is still in prison?
Yeah.
With Scorpion.
With Scorpion, who can also be a 6th. And then we have Rhino as well.
I don't think they're going... You think we're going to get the Sinister 6 in this movie?
We have 5.
5. They might as well just throw one in there.
There's no
another one in there.
It's already a lot,
There's no way that we don't. There's no way they're going to give us 5 of his main villains and be like, we're not going to do Sinister 6 or even tease a Sinister
Peter
6.
has so many villains. Like, he's like Batman in the DC.
No, for real.
His villains lineup is just...
they'll do the Sinister 6 if what is it? Michael Keaton's Vulture pops up.
But I think he'll pop up and probably not participate. It'll technically be in cast wise.
Yeah.
See, he owes a certain debt to him.
Movie.
Yeah, I think it might actually go.
Craven.
That would be.
That's a good one.
Oh man,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
Maybe Vulture. I'm thinking maybe Vulture. Breaks out of prison.
Like I said,
he's
Michael. He's already there. In there.
Yeah. What, what I mean?
I feel like the way they ended his character, he owes Peter. I don't think he wants to. Like he saved his daughter. I don't think he has this grudge against him.
Unless they do something like we got your daughter.
The way he talked to Scorpion, he was like, "Yo, what's up? Let's go like cause some terror." Like he was really about the shits.
Yeah. No, because he said, "We hear that you know who's under the mask." He's like, "If I knew, he'd be dead." He was protecting his identity.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, true. Vulture didn't out Peter in prison, which is the thing. Again, it would have to be some circumstances.
Some kind of,
Craven was cast as MCU Quicksilver. I heard something about
what?
that. Yeah, something. There's a rumor, or I don't know if it's actually confirmed, but they're saying something like he's gonna be Craven.
My best friend. Because what?
Yeah, I've heard something to that effect of like him being Craven, and I was like, okay,
we're gonna have Kick-Ass as Craven.
Yeah, which means we never get Quicksilver again.
Wasn't that? Yeah, those were rumors.
That's.
Venom? Nah, they're not gonna give us Venom.
Listen, I mean, I don't know. I go. It's a great time to be a fan of a lot of the stuff that's coming out for Marvel. Oh yeah, Spider-Verse. So go ahead, Val. You were talking about Spider-Verse earlier. So we gave you. Now this is your time to shine. Let's go. Wait.
Oh. No, I didn't mean you were saying something though.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Spider-Verse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse.
Wow.
If he can pass the buck, he's gonna do it.
Yo,
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He already offers my house for barbecue and booze at this point.
Listen,
that's a whole.
It's not my fault that you are a mean bartender, bro.
It is your fault.
That's funny.
And now he's back on timeout.
Goodbye.
No, but Tony makes a mean old-fashioned though. We'll say that there.
What did we learn today, Seabass? Stop volunteering people.
No, but okay. So no, Into the Spider-Verse 2, the 2 part 1, right? Like, what is going on? What is going on?
So obviously, we're getting, a lot of the stuff.
I loved how they show him grown. His hair's longer. You see growth in the character, even though he's animated, and that was really cool to me. And it's not, they didn't give us too much, but gave us so much. Her coming back, I just really liked whatever direction they're gonna go because I'm a fan. It just works. I love it.
We're getting Oscar Isaac back as Miguel O'Hara. We're getting
Spider-Man 2099.
But we're also getting Lisa Ray as Spider-Woman. I don't know if she's gonna appear in part 1 or part 2. Lisa Ray was cast as Spider-Woman.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if she's gonna be in part 1 or part 2. Also, if you guys can tell, in the end of part 1, they showed Gwen saying Peter or saying Miles, or whatever the case is. It's clear that in this trailer that we saw, it takes place at a different time. Like time has
Right.
progressed because she not only do they both look different, but she's not in the same position. She's like in the portal, not coming out of the portal. She's like, I use this to travel now back and forth. So I'm interested to see like if they've been doing interdimensional, just like, yo, I'm gonna come through and chill with you for a little bit.
Spider-Man from Japan will make an
appearance.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Haley Steinfeld is doing a lot of duties because she is also the voice of Gwen Stacy. She is brought to life Kate Bishop. She is Vi from Arcane. Yep. So anybody who has not seen Arcane, go watch it.
Check that out. Yeah,
I've been telling you, George, go watch it.
I started it last night.
How'd you like it?
Oh man,
so far so good. I'm a little bit confused at first because I don't know the characters. I have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Right. Yeah, the storyline is a lot. It doesn't give away too much too soon. So I gotta just really dig in.
I was surprised at how much I was invested and how much I actually genuinely love that.
The artwork is amazing, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Damn, I spent a lot of time binging some stuff. I finished Revelations. I did part 2 of that. What else?
He-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Master of the Universe. My bad. It wasn't He-Man.
No worries.
It's Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe. Yep. This is true.
Yeah. Revelations.
but yeah,
so I spent some time on that one.
She's brought to life a lot of different characters. So yeah, she is just bringing to life, like, again, Vi is an awesome character. So again, anybody who has not seen Arcane, go watch it. George, watch Arcane.
Yeah, no,
George,
check it out.
Watch Arcane.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Before we leave the Spider-Verse conversation, Seabass, like they're doing a part 2. Who's their big bad? Who's their villain? Like what? So like
there's a lot they haven't introduced in that world.
Wasn't in the original Spider-Verse there was someone that was killing all the Spider-Men?
I feel like they're gonna do that, and like Madam Web.
That could be why 2099 is coming in. And he's like he has to prepare him for what's coming.
Maybe. I see him as him mistaking Miles as the bad Spider-Man and like messing him up until he goes, "Oh shit, it's not you," kind of thing. Because maybe the Miles in his universe is I don't know.
No, because the spider that bit him in the first movie is a spider from his dimension, and he was watching him. Do you remember that?
Oh, right,
yes.
right, yeah.
So okay, I don't think he's going to.
Moreland was the guy's name.
The Inheritors.
What?
Moreland was a fictional supervillain appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The character is the central foe of all the famed versions of Spider-Man. So Moreland was the villain in that series.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, Jarrell pointed it out right there too. He put it in there, Moreland. So again, that's a new character that just recently, like in the last few years, created Marvel, part of the storylines that launched that into Spider-Verse with the comics. So it'll be interesting to see how they bring that character to life in Into the Spider-Verse.
Did you guys get tickets for the 17th?
Yes.
You did?
I have not yet.
Yes.
I have not yet.
We live in the boondocks, so me and Tone. Yeah.
I just checked. There's still tickets available.
Yeah, okay.
There's tickets and
there
seats.
Tickets available?
Because we live in the
boonies. They live in the boonies now.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's great.
That's amazing.
Lucky you.
I know.
I had to settle for 3D.
Listen.
Settle for 3D.
Listen.
Oh my God! What a tragedy.
The last great movie hustle I had to do was for Endgame, and it was worth it. But I'm happy I don't have to do that anymore.
No, hell yeah, man. I may have to go watch that down south where you guys are at.
What all you gotta do, George, is bring a couple of bottles.
That's it.
Here we go.
You got a place to stay.
Here we go.
Because that's how you're paying for it. Paying for your place to stay.
I thought he was gonna welcome you in Tone's house. He's like, yeah,
he is.
Who do you
think the bottles are for? The bottles ain't for Seabass to sit in his ass and drink booze. It's take these bottles and you're gonna bring them to Tone's house, and then he's gonna make you drinks. That's it.
Oh snap!
Damn, listen, bro, but you do make a mean smoked old fashioned. Come on.
I appreciate the love, man.
But why are you volunteering him for everything now? That's not how it works,
Honestly.
Papa. That's not how it works.
Listen, when you're good, you're good. You gotta show it off.
Listen, as long as he doesn't volunteer my blue label, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, that's violation right there. You don't,
That's
you don't
violation.
volunteer.
That's the line that's too far.
That's it.
Yep, that's the line. That's the line. I can't be offering up the man's $200 fucking stock.
It was a fistful of bourbon, yeah, but that no.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, what are you guys excited for Hawkeye? You know, closing statements. What are you guys? What other Marvel shows? What are your predictions?
Well, I'm definitely hoping to see Yelena. I want to see what happens with her. Obviously, we know she's going to be there, but how they play that story, whether or not they keep her the villain or if she just joins them.
Yeah. I want to see what happens with Daredevil, and not obviously just Cox's character in She-Hulk, because he's going to be in that, right?
Yep.
And I think that they're going to have like a little love interest between the two, so that's going to be.
I can't wait to see Jennifer Walters on screen.
Yeah.
I'm so hype about that.
Yeah.
You don't even understand how much I love She-Hulk.
And now that they showed us a little bit more of Echo, I'm wondering what that show's going to be like. You know what I mean? I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Whole show. So yeah, I think they got some good stuff coming.
They got a lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah,
For real.
The
I'm
Marvel
very
overreact.
curious.
It's the
to see how
best
this all
time to be a
wraps.
Marvel fan. It's
Yo,
like
I'm
so great.
sorry. I'm sorry, DC fans. I'm sorry.
No, their TV stuff is.
No, I mean, they just
people like it. They have a
Peacemaker,
good
right?
TV
Somebody out there
Peacemaker.
likes
well,
something.
somebody
Yeah.
likes it, but they also are releasing animated. The Injustice animated movie just got released. They are looking to doing a 3-part Infinite Crisis
Can
movie.
I just say something real quick? How many times are they going to show us Injustice? I mean,
They're milking it.
The video
They're
game,
milking
the
it
comic
like
books, and
they're-
I mean, come on.
they're
Do I
milking
need
it.
a
It was-
movie too?
From
It was a
the
fighter
art
game.
style that I saw from the trailer for Injustice, I was like, this ain't it. And they changed a lot of some of the story beats. So I'm just like,
Really?
and they got Peacemaker coming out on HBO Max, right?
Yeah.
they don't. Nobody asked for a Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's
show.
what I'm
No
saying.
one-
Nobody.
They're-
Listen,
I'm saying.
James Gunn asked for a Peacemaker
Nope.
because he had fun with that character.
Yeah.
And I believe John
In a
Cena
movie.
had
But no
fun with
one
that
else
character.
In a
cares.
movie.
No one else cares.
In
I
a movie, he
promise
was
you.
fun. He
Listen,
was
you
fun
can't
in a
see
movie.
it. You
He
can't
was-
see it.
He was fun in a movie,
Right.
and that. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. So it is what it is. I'll wait till we're off the air to say my comment. That's fine.
Wow. Okay.
Ouch.
Hey,
Don't get
I like
spicy
no.
over here.
He's fun. No. Like John Cena was fun as that character, and it is what it is. I just don't need a fucking TV show piece.
I agree.
Am I gonna watch it? I'll watch episode 1, and if I like it, I'll watch episode 2. But are we gonna review it? I hope to God not. Like, I don't think we need to. Like, we'll talk about it. Like, I'm sure there's other shit for us to talk about than the Peacemaker show.
What if
I
it's
agree
actually
with Rick.
surprisingly better than we think?
Then I'll
Imagine.
be then it will be a blessing in disguise,
Word.
and then I'm better for watching.
I'm gonna go in open-minded, even though don't give 2 shits. But you know,
Yeah, Rick just
I
said that they're
probably-
trying to find their Deadpool, and I
my
think they
God.
because Margaret Robbie wants to walk away, kind of take a break from playing Harley, so they're trying to find their next Deadpool, and that's what Peacemaker.
Oh, because her back hurts.
Oh yeah,
Carrying that whole fucking universe right now.
Her fucking back hurts. Yeah, don't blame her, man. You know.
she's all they
It's
got.
a shame that like Birds of Prey was so terrible because it could have been so
It
good.
could have been. Oh my god, it could have been so good.
I never even watched it, and the little that I knew about it, I was like, oh, y'all
You
done
never
fucked
watched
up.
it?
I don't know, man.
Hell
I like.
no.
I
was
liked it. I liked it
okay,
better
but
than
it
the first
wasn't-
The
Suicide
minute
Squad.
they fucked up
Yes, I would
Cassie,
say
I was
that.
like, nah. The minute they fucked up Orphan, I was like,
I liked
y'all
it better.
done fucked
I
up.
liked it better than the first Suicide Squad, but I hated Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. I was like, I don't know who this villain
Oh,
is.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know who this
Ewan
villain
McGregor
is.
there was no point. There was no point in him at all.
And then Victor Zsasz,
Cassie,
I'm
they
like,
did
bro,
fuck
like
up,
what are these villains? What is going on?
half of them I didn't even know. I'm like, who are they supposed to? I'm like reading. I'm like, this is not what they're showing me. Like, I know this character. That's not Cassie. It was just a lot. I don't know.
Whatever. Well,
It
we
was
are
just
getting Harley
okay.
Quinn season 3, and that is a fantastic show.
Yeah.
All right, so
That
we're-
anim- that animated
oh,
show
no,
is
honey,
spot
you were
on.
going the right way. Oh,
So George, we're
Yeah.
gonna kind of
Talk
mess with
to
you a
me.
little bit, bro.
He's gonna blow
We're
you
gonna,
Uh-oh, what's up?
we're gonna plug
Here we
you in
go.
because you got some projects coming up. So come on, man,
Yes.
plug away.
So what do I have? All right, yeah. So I have a few things going on. First, I want a big shout out to Sam, who has There's an Alien in My Toilet coming out in February. So the launch page is going up next week. And then in January 4th, I have the pre-launch page for The Adventures of Wonder Duck on Kickstarter. So that's coming up in January. And then that book won't be out until the spring. And Rust 5377, you can catch it on. It's still up on geez, I'm freaking lost. Webtoons. And also, obviously catch the craze, which we want you guys to come back on whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Val, you too. You got something?
Bring Val with us.
You're doing,
Val's the moderator for that one.
Are we doing a live or a scheduled? And
I feel like Val is the most neutral person.
No, we can. Yeah, we
Val
can.
comes in with hot takes. I don't know what.
No,
you're
but
talking about.
she can be neutral with us.
Low,
like if she's moderating between like us, she won't play favorites.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't play favorites anyway. What the hell?
She's like, you ain't my favorite.
DC or Marvel? DC or Marvel?
Uh-oh.
Marvel.
Exactly.
But that's that's different because that. Okay, all right.
When you play favorites,
Okay.
it's okay.
No, that's not playing favorites. That's knowing what's better.
Everyone has.
I mean, I like good stuff.
That's also fair.
I can't help that.
Gotcha.
Rick got Image.
Oh, did you finish Invincible?
No.
Wow, what is up with you and your camera today? Yo, she's not breaking it.
Yo, you just see like the sound and it just goes away.
Oops.
I love it.
Oops. So
also
the thing was, since I started working this new job, they gave me a different camera. So now my camera is not in place where it normally is. Okay. It's just, so now I didn't have the time to set up the way I normally do. But yeah.
Got it.
It was a lot of switching around and trying to get it all set up.
Rick said
I just have to stop hitting the table.
That's what happens when you don't finish Invincible.
Exactly.
Yes.
I know. I screwed myself.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely epic. It is.
Do you know I still have this? I still have it bookmarked and I haven't finished it. But I got a good amount in, but I'm not finished.
Shame.
Oh, I want to also add anybody who's looking for a letterer for comics.
Yes.
Talk to George. He's for hire. Hire him. He's got the
I'm
skills.
ready. Thank you, sir. The plugs. I love the plugs.
And please keep pushing on Val's Instagram. She has the VK Arts Instagram, her art Instagram.
Yes.
Tell her that you want to see more artwork from her. You want to see more pictures. I mean, we got characters she can draw. I mean, you could draw Zex. Zex is this awesome Tabaxi Ranger.
That'd be me. He's just trying to have you draw all the things.
Okay. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Oh, wow.
We definitely gotta get real reviews back on.
Actually,
we gotta go invade we gotta go invade Jordan's show. Real reviews. We're more than welcome to
tarnish Invincible with Mephisto bullshit. Please
don't. No, we're not doing that.
I actually have a thing. My book that I've been trying to put together should be out in the next 1 to 3 months because I put in the stuff for copyright as of last week.
Yay.
So once the copyright certificate comes in, I can literally hit publish on Amazon and my book will be available.
We're gonna have a published. We are going to have a published launch party for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll let you guys know and I'll keep you guys posted.
For real.
Insert
awesome,
Denzel
bro.
Washington training day meme.
Everyone knows which one it is.
No, I have the total confused face. You guys know which one it is.
We'll show you in the green room.
We'll show you in the green room.
Anyway, this has been another awesome episode. Nerds Around. Make sure to follow everyone. Thank you guys all who tuned in and watched.
Love y'all.
Support.
Appreciate y'all.
Love you all. And again, wish you all a happy holidays. Let's play that beautiful B music. You ready for that beautiful B music?
Everybody.
You ready?
Bing bong.
We didn't
You
do
ready?
Sebastian. It's your boy Law.
Ready?
We didn't do.
Oh yeah, we didn't do it. It's boy Sebastian.
Wow.
No,
I like it. He just came back.
It's your boy Sebastian.
It's your boy Law.
And your boy Tone from across the hall. People talk
This is what happens when you go live, guys. This is what happens.
tomorrow.
Bloopers.
Bye, guys.
Later.